And we're back. Yay!
Hey, everybody. How's everybody doing out there? Today, we are going to talk about breath work, and my name is Steve. I'm the Wellness Warrior, and we have Carol. I'll let her introduce
Hello
herself
there.
for a second.
I'm Carol Lake with Total Wellness Coach. How's everybody doing?
Whoop, whoop.
All
We
right.
were just talking a little bit before we started today about how we're exhaustingly positive. So
Mm-hmm.
we
Mm-hmm.
definitely are vibrating on that same frequency with each other. So
Yeah, yeah, that is so true.
we might be a little extra giggly this time, so just bear with us. We're just having some fun. That's all.
We're having a great time.
That's right.
And we hope you are too.
Yeah, yeah. So today we're going to talk about breath work. We're going to share a couple of different types of breath work. We're going to
Mm-hmm.
share some experiences with ourselves on how breath work has worked for us and how
Mm-hmm.
we have helped some other people with breath work. And yeah, do you have anything else to add for our agenda for today, Carol?
No, you know what? It's about all about the breath and breathing deeply and oxygenating the body, getting us strong and healthy and removing the toxins. Because you know what breath work does? You got to remove the toxins out of the body. If you do the shallow breath, if you're always in fight and flight and scared and not getting those deep breaths in, you're not bringing oxygen up to the brain. So we want to help you with that
Yeah, so
and
that's
be
a great
giggly
point.
too.
That's a great point because, we go to the bathroom, number one, number two, to remove toxins, but often
Mm-hmm.
we forget about that breath is removing toxins and sweat is actually removing toxins too, to
Exactly.
a lesser extent. So, yeah, all these modalities we need to make sure that we incorporate when we're thinking about getting rid of toxins.
Well, wait, I know we're talking about breath work, but the lymphatic system,
Yeah.
brushwork, doing certain areas of the body so that we can remove the lymph and the toxins through, you know, not only that, but the kidneys, the liver, the bladder. I mean, there's a lot involved, and breath work is also key to it.
Yeah. Yeah. That always reminds
So
me of
just
hydration too, because hydration is going to help that too. But we've already done
as
hydration,
my
so we're gonna
water here.
yeah, I gotta grab mine too with my electrolytes in it. Yeah,
Yep, yep.
okay. We're gonna have to talk about that another time because I think we're getting off track here.
But you know what? Most people, when you start talking about one subject, it leads into another subject. So you're right. That's going to be another podcast for another day. So
Yeah,
keep listening to us because this is what Steve and I do.
yeah, we're off the rails already. So let's try to, put ourselves back on the rails. But okay, so let's
Exactly.
try a couple different types of breath work. One that I like to use is 2x breath. Why is 2x breath important? It is important because it really helps calm our nervous system down. Um, I use it if I'm a little agitated and need to get ready for bed, or if I'm just agitated and I sit down to do meditation. Sometimes the meditation doesn't work out, but the 2x breath works out. And with 2x breath, and we're just going to do some 2x breath right now. So
All right.
2x breath, what does that mean? That just means you're going to double the exhale from the inhale. So if you inhale for 2 seconds, you're going to breathe out for 4 seconds. If you inhale for three, breathe out for six. Doesn't have to be
Mm-hmm.
perfect. Just think about breathing out more than you breathe in. So you don't have, some people get, all messed up with the numbers. Oh, I'm not doing 2 and 4, 3 and 6. All right. So if that kind of clouds your vision on doing this, then just make sure you blow out longer than you breathe in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm I'm gonna just count. So everybody that's watching, you can do the breath
Okay.
work. I can't do the breath work and count at the same time.
Yeah.
That's just it's impossible.
Correct. Yeah.
All right.
Yes, it is. So you explained it well enough. So we'll just watch and we'll breathe right along with you.
Okay. So let's do 3, 6 first. So I'll count to three and tell you to exhale, and then we'll count to six. All right. So
Okay.
inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's try another one. Let's try another one. We'll go a little bit further. So let's go for 4. So inhale,
Okay.
2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So go ahead at your own cadence. Keep breathing. I'm just going to talk a little bit while you're doing that. Um, don't feel self-conscious if you get a little distracted while I'm talking, but how can you use this in everyday life as you're working on your breathing? So I've had clients when they get up in the middle of the night, they're a little bit agitated, they can't get back to sleep. They do the 2x breath. And
Mm-hmm.
my clients have reported that they're able to get back to sleep a little easier when they concentrate on that breath work. So it's calming that vagus nerve, it's calming your brain, it's calming your amygdala, and getting you more relaxed. So if you're trying to get to sleep, that you're able to get to sleep. In fact, sometimes when I do the 2x breath and I am just doing my meditation work, sometimes I'll doze off, which is perfectly fine. That means you're relaxed when you doze off. So let's do one more round while you're breathing there.
Nice.
I'm going to do this one. All right. Awesome. So we get agitated for a million different reasons. All right. So maybe something in the news got you agitated. Maybe a spouse or a loved one has got you agitated. Um, so many, maybe somebody cut you off on the road, get you agitated, a bunch of different things. Sometimes we're not able to let some of that stuff go. So using this 2x breath can help calm you down a little bit. And I've noticed from doing that meditation practice and starting with that 2x breath that, I'm way better at being able to, calm my nervous system down and get into a better place so I can think about things.
Nice.
How did
Those are
that feel for
really
you,
good
Carol?
tips. Nice. I loved it. I loved it. I tell my clients too, well, you're doing any type of breath work to try to keep, sitting straight up so that you are filling your lungs and then you're exhaling fully. If you're kind of slumped down, sometimes you can't get that deep breath. So I really try to tell my clients to, sit up straight. And if
Yeah,
you
so
are lay down, you could be sitting up straight, laying down in bed on the floor. The whole key is to keep your lung area opened.
yeah, great point. I forgot about that. So one way that I kind of describe that is, think about there's a thread like that goes through your head and attaches to
Hmm.
your spine, and when you go ahead and sit down for a meditation, kind of like pretend like that's
Hmm.
pulling you up. So you roll your shoulders back and you sit straight up. And like Carol said, open up your lungs so you're
Hmm.
better receptive to that nice deep breath and breathe with your diaphragm. You know,
Hmm.
if you don't know what your diaphragm is, belly breathe. Fill
Belly
up your
breathe.
so your belly kind of sticks out when you breathe in, and then breathe it out. Because if your belly's coming up when you breathe, that means that the air is down there pushing it out.
Hmm.
And if you just breathe shallow, your belly's not going to go up and down. It's just going to stay how might still be out a little bit, but but it's because of other things, not because you're putting air in your belly.
Correct, correct. Another great breath work, loved those tips, is the box breathing. And
Mm,
I'm not, I wonder if are the people who are listening are familiar with box breathing. It's basically breathing in, we'll just say for a count of four, holding your breath for a count of four, and then releasing for a count of four. So it's just a very natural rhythm of the way you're doing your breath work. And I tell people, breathe at your own pace because you don't want to get dizzy, and then just do it naturally. But have that, rhythm. In for 4, hold for 4, out for 4. In for 4, hold for 4, out for 4. So it's just like this rhythm that's going back and forth. So, you know what? Let me try with people out there. I'm not going to do the breathing, but you can watch
I'll
Steve
do
do
it.
the
I'll
breathing.
do it.
All right, you
Take me.
ready? So, breathing in for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Release. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, again, take that deep breath in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Release. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And breathe naturally.
Awesome. Even when you get to the bottom, when you blow that air out, then keep it out for 4 seconds. So finish the
Mm-hmm.
bottom of that
Yeah.
box and go up and down all
Nice.
around. So that's what they, some branches in the military use to get their mind and their body calmed down and ready for battle. So they do that box breathing, before they um, do some military operations. So,
Nice.
not
Engage in
only
any
do we use
activity.
not only do we use it for for calming ourselves down, but also military professionals and other professionals also do that to help them calm down.
Wow. Perfect. Nice. Those are awesome, amazing tips. Is there anything else that you would like to share?
Yeah, so I already shared one thing about like one client that I had that uses this in the middle of the night. I've also had a client that was unable to converse during our session because they were so upset.
Mm.
So I did that breathing, that rhythmic 2x breathing for 10 minutes. And that was a long time for me because at the time I wasn't really hadn't bought into the breathwork type thing and didn't never saw how powerful it was. And this particular person, after this 10 minutes of very controlled breathing, when that person was not able to talk before that, was able to go through the whole session after that. And that was like the most dramatic time that I've ever seen somebody dramatically change their nervous system just with breath
Mm-hmm.
work. So
Mm-hmm.
don't discount, how powerful this can be. Um,
Mm-hmm.
you can even do this breath work if you're in a meeting and you're nervous about a presentation or just nervous about speaking up and stuff. Nobody needs to know that you're even doing it. You can do this just like, don't need to close your eyes. You can still make eye
Right.
contact, work on that breathing, by yourself. Nobody's going to even notice. They're all usually just worried about themselves anyway. So,
Mm-hmm.
just do it anyway. And yeah, just get yourself ready, calm down, and ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
And that,
Hey,
and just take it.
you know what? I have a question. I have
Yeah.
a question. So a lot of people, um, what is the correct way? Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, or in through the nose, out through the nose? What preference?
I think it just depends on the person, but I think that breathing in through your nose is probably the best, just for the what do you call it? For the health aspect of it, because
Mm-hmm.
your nose is going to be able to clean some of that air as it goes in. There's a lot of toxins
Mm-hmm.
in the environment, and our nose is the first line of defense to filter out some of those things that are in the air. So
Nice.
all the people
Correct.
that I've talked or all the people that I've listened to about breath work, they always tell you to breathe through your nose as well.
Breathe
So
through the nose. So my clients, I tell them in through the nose, out through the mouth.
yeah, it can be, or you can breathe out through your nose too. That's fine. The
Correct.
other, the other
Correct.
little weird thing that there is some evidence to is when you breathe through your nose, and this hasn't been very widely studied, but it also can make some nitric oxide for your body. And nitric
Yes.
oxide is those things that help open up your capillaries, arteries, and veins so your blood can move easier. So if your blood moves easier, then it's going to get to your brain easier. It's going to get to your
Mm-hmm.
extremities easier for exercise or wherever. So um, I don't know if it's been
Perfect.
100% proven yet, but I know it's out there. But why not do it, even if it's
Mm-hmm.
not a thing, because it could be a thing.
Well, for my, when I do breath work, when I sit down before meditation and I just really start getting into what I call heart coherence, and I start breathing in and out like the box, it actually relaxes my body, and I feel a lot more joy.
Mm.
Just sitting there and just bringing in and bringing in it is a relaxing, it is just a calmness that comes over you, so that you are literally in a very neutral state, and that's where we want our bodies to be. Not, today's society, we're always in fight and flight, stress, 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 chaos, chaos, chaos. Give yourself 5 minutes. That's all it needs, even a minute, to just do breathing wherever you are, in your car, at your desk.
Not
Uh,
while you're driving, though.
yeah, not while you're driving. Correct. Even though I have done it while driving in a stressful situation, so
Let's
that you
not
don't get
promote that.
yourself dizzy.
So, no one any crashes.
No crashes, no closing the eyes while you're driving, please,
That's right.
folks.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we always want everybody to be healthy and safe here. How's that? So,
Yeah,
nice. Those are
and
really
there's
great
some
tips.
research. There's some research out there that says, today we have as much stimulation in one day as people 500 years ago had in their whole lives. So we need to
Hmm.
take time for ourselves. We need to be able to center ourselves and be able to calm ourselves down. And if we don't train ourselves just to sit still, then that stress is just going to compound and compound and compound,
Hmm.
and it's going to influence us negatively.
Exactly. Exactly. I hear you. So those are amazing tips. And you know what? I love being able to talk with you during these times, share our information, and
Yeah.
keep everybody healthy and strong.
Yeah. All right. So that's all for today. So tune in next time. And this is Steve, the Wellness
Absolutely.
Warrior, Steve at wellnesswarrior.coach. And
Carol Lake, TWC at gmail.com, or look
whoop, whoop.
me up on the website at totalwellness.coach. Woohoo!
Yeah, and underneath on the description is our contact information. So if you didn't catch that, you can catch it at the bottom.
Perfect. All right. It was great. Much love.
Yay!
Namaste. Be well, be healthy.
All
Bye
right.
bye.
Bye bye.